Right, good afternoon everybody and welcome to the final instalment of Screen-Free Fitness. Over the course of the last few weeks you've had the chance to look at some of the components of fitness that are important in sport, and you've also had a chance to take on the teacher at certain components of fitness and see if you can beat them. I've got a few little tests that we can do later on and they'll follow this video. But first of all, what we need to explain is what is power. Power is the ability to be able to exert a maximum amount of force in a shorter period of time as possible. And it's a combination of strength times speed. So what is power? Power is important in all sports. In rugby, for example, being able to break through a tackle is of huge importance, and the more powerful players are the ones that can do this. In netball, it could be driving towards a ball and beating your opponent to that ball on a pass. Certainly a centre would need this. And when it comes to things like sprinting, for example, the 100 metres is a power event. It's short duration, it's high intensity, especially at the start, generating as much power as you possibly can. There are lots of different ways to measure power. For example, we've got 1 rep maxes. We've also in PE, we've done standing broad jump, which we'll come on to when it comes to beat the teacher as well. And also the sergeant jump, just to name but a few. Why is power important? As we've said, it gives you the edge in order to be able to beat your opponents, certainly when it comes to something that's short duration, high intensity. Over the course of this week on our Screen-Free Fitness time, we're going to just give you some exercises to do. And if you look at the Firefly page, what you'll find is you'll find a couple of videos that are based on plyometrics. Plyometrics or bounding is of great importance, especially you'll see a lot of sprinters that will do plyometric training in order to increase that bounding and that power in their actions. And it's hugely important in games-based activities as well. Hope you enjoy everything that's going to be going on over the next couple of days with regards to your Screen-Free Fitness for Power in the final instalment, and good luck with Beat the Teacher. Right, so this is the first test that we're going to do for Beat the Teacher for Power. A lot of you will have seen this before. We've done it a lot in our PE lessons, and it's the standing broad jump. So what we're going to look at is we're going to look at basically a 2-footed takeoff using as much power as we can to jump horizontally and measuring the distance between where we take off and where we land. So great test for power. We've also got the sergeant jump, which is the vertical jump that we can use for this as well, where we're looking at jumping vertically up against the target. But this one, for you guys to be able to do it, is the easiest way of working in a confined space. So all we're going to do is we're just going to drive up and forward, land, and all we're going to do is we're going to measure where we land. So from the takeoff point to here. I'm not going to give you my score yet, that will come later in the week, just to see if you can beat Mr Woodward at the standing broad jump. Good luck, guys. Challenge number 2. So before, with the standing broad jump, we looked at leg power, how much power we can generate from our large leg muscles. For this next test, we're going to be looking at upper body, and we're going to be looking at chest power. So it's almost mimicking a 1 rep max for a bench press, but on this occasion all I need is a ball, courtesy of Mr Armstrong. We're going to hold the ball, and netball players will be used to this action. We're just going to hold the ball behind at chest height, and we're going to push out towards a throwing area. And obviously what we're going to look at is we're going to look at where the ball initially lands, just like if we're doing a shot put, for example. Not where the ball rolls to, but where the ball lands. So all we're going to do is just stand out, legs are flat, you can see they're not bent, and we're just going to push out as far as we can and throw the ball. Good luck, guys, let's see if you can beat me.